Hi. So the first tip is Etsy is not your website and you have to respect their rules, meaning that if you're going to sell on a marketplace, the website is not yours. So obviously you will have to respect the rules of the platform. So you'll go on Etsy.com, you will scroll all the way to the bottom, and in here you'll click on policies on this. And here we have the Sellers tab. And in here we have multiple tabs. Now, the most important ones are obviously the intellectual property policy, handmade policy, so you know exactly what you can sell if you're going to sell handmade items, and prohibited items policy. But usually the problem is the intellectual property policy. So even if you're going to click on it, and if you want to read it or not, it is common sense. So you're not allowed to sell something that doesn't belong to you. So if you're going to sell a t-shirt, for example, with a design that has a brand, a band, some characters from some movies or whatever, you're not allowed to sell any of this. Now, a lot of people are selling copyrighted material on Etsy, and that's because it sells well. But you're running on a timer, meaning that eventually you will get copyright strikes and your account will be banned and you won't be able to sell anymore on Etsy. So if you think that's worth it, you can do it, but you shouldn't do this. It's not worth it. Etsy is a great opportunity for everyone, and you shouldn't break their rules. So if I just go on here and I type Disney shirt, for example, I will find a bunch of products that have copyright material, so lots of them. 280K. So that is a lot, obviously, but you shouldn't do this. They will eventually get removed. They will upload this again. They will make a lot of sales. Their shop will get closed, and that's it. You shouldn't sell copyrighted material. So you will risk your business 100%. I've been selling on Etsy for 3 years. I started in the beginning to sell copyrighted material. I had no idea what I was doing, and I had issues with Disney designs. So I tried to upload some Disney designs on some t-shirts, and after a few months, I got a copyright strike. Your store won't get closed after one copyright strike, but if you get multiple copyright strikes in a short amount of time, the account will get closed permanently. So do not risk your store. It is not worth it. And something else that is important, once you open your Etsy store and you start having a lot of followers and sales, make sure that you create your own website eventually. You add that website to your Etsy store so you can drive the traffic in there as well. So if something happens in the future with your store, you can have a backup in there. Also add some social media pages that will help you with this as well. Tip number 2, starting out and your competition. So before going into any business, you should always check your competition. This means that if, for example, we are going to sell t-shirts, we should check. So let's say that I'm searching for a Father's Day t-shirt. Let's say Father's Day shirt. So we have to check our competition and see exactly what they are doing. We will have to check their prices. You have to see what the average price is by scrolling through these listings in here. So you can have an idea. So you can see a lot of prices, $20, $15, $12, $17, $20, $9, $14. So on average, we can say that the average price is somewhere around, I don't know, $15, something like that. So you need to price accordingly, check your competition, see exactly their prices, their products picture, what pictures they are using, what mockups they are using, their product's title, the description. So you have to check everything. I can just go on this listing, for example. I can check how they added their titles, so how they did SEO exactly. Then I can just go into their description. I have to check how they wrote it and what they wrote in here. So welcome to our store, yada yada, the sizes. Please note watch instructions. And in how many days they will dispatch the order. So be sure to check your competition and see exactly what they are doing. It is very important before starting out. So everyone should do this no matter what you are selling. Check your competition. Be sure that you price accordingly. The pictures of your products must be good. Description, title, and that's pretty much it. Also check their store. Go inside their store, see exactly what they're doing. So you can just see the FAQ, how it is structured, the cover, the description, everything in here. The shop categories, the products categories, everything. So these mockups in here are not professional at all. I recommend using something professional, but the store is doing decent. It has a lot of listings, so that's why it's doing really good. And yeah, you have an idea. Check your competition. Whatever looks nice, make sure that you try to achieve the same or something similar to that level of quality. So that's pretty much it when it comes to starting out in your competition. And also something important, when you're starting out, you need ads in order to grow your store. You can make sales without ads, without advertising, but make sure that you have some budget for ads, at least $10 per day for at least 1 month, so you can test things out and see exactly what sells and what doesn't. Tip number 3, SEO and overthinking. So after you will open your store, you will try to do your best to increase your sales, obviously. And you will search for a lot of videos on SEO and how this works. SEO is simple. I will explain it to you in a very practical way, so you don't have to overthink this, and you'll try to do this and that in order to achieve great results and so on. So, SEO revolves around keywords. What are keywords? Exactly what we are typing in the search bar. So if I type Halloween shirt, we have 2 keywords in here, right? Halloween and shirt. Okay, so these are keywords. Now, in your product, let's just search for Halloween shirt, for example, and I will just pick one of them. And you can see the title of the product in here. So now we have 2 types of keywords. We have short tail keywords, which are keywords made of 2 words, like this, for shirt, and long tail keywords, which are made out of 3 or multiple words, like this. So this is a long tail keyword. Now, what you need to know, you need to use both in order to get the best results. So you can see how this specific store did SEO here. So they tried to mention as many keywords as possible in order to get as much traffic as possible within that specific niche. So you need to add all these keywords that are related to your specific product. And how do you do that? Well, there are 3 tools that you can use. The most popular one is erank.com. You can just go on this website. You go into tools in here. You select keyword tool. And in the search bar, you will input the keywords that are relevant to your design. So, for example, in here we have Creep It Real. That's what the shirt says. So we have Creep It Real shirt. I will just search for this, and we will have some stats for this specific listing. The stats are low, but I search for a very specific design, so it is okay. The competition is low. There is some traffic. Now, I will just go, you can just check here if you want, most popular tags. You can use these instantly in your listing, but you can just go on the bottom, sort these by daily views, and we have the top one, which has 97.4 views a day, which is a lot, which is this exact same design, and you can see exactly what tags they used. These are the tags underneath the title and the title, right? So you can just copy them or use them in your listing, and you will achieve good results when it comes to this part, when it comes to tags and the specific keywords used in the title. But if you do only this and you're not advertising or anything, you won't get traffic to a listing. You might be lucky and get some traffic, like 1, 2, 3 daily views, but that is not a lot. You need to do something to increase the traffic to your store. And the only way to do that in the beginning is by running ads. So you need ads in order to grow your store. So just because you did this and you're not finding your product in the top listings on the first page, this won't help you out. You can do that easily. So you need traffic. Traffic is the most important factor when it comes to listing to make your specific product rank on the first page. So you cannot achieve that only by doing this. Just so you know. So this is simple. SEO or the keywords will help you out because the customers will find your product when they will import these keywords, but they won't find it if you don't run ads. If you run ads, your product will be found when they type these specific keywords. So keep in mind, use the keywords that are best for your specific product. Add as many as possible in the title. You can check your competition from eRank, copy them from here. Also include the tags as well, which are pretty much the same keywords that are in the title. You should include in the tags. That's a basic rule. And then start running ads. And once you do that, you will see if that specific product that you have has potential or not. So it's simple. Traffic is the most important factor when it comes to SEO. Then orders will help you out as well. Favorites will help you out as well. But traffic is king. It doesn't matter if you have a website on Google and you try to rank it on Google. Traffic is what will make that website rank. As long as the keywords are in there, traffic is king. Tip number 4. Don't emotionally attach yourself to a product. So let's say that you want to sell a specific product and you're trying your best to make sales. You probably started ads. You spent like $100 on ads, for example, and you made no sales at all. You shouldn't bother with that product anymore. So if you spent a lot of money on it and you tried your best to make sales, that product won't sell. It's simple as that. And you are wasting your time and money on it. There's plenty of fish in the sea. You can sell a lot of products on it that will sell well. Just give up on that specific product that is not selling anymore. So you can just focus your energy on something else. And that's what you should do. So I can just input in here something. Let's say, I will just input Father's Day shirt. And I will go, let's say, on the 8th page. And I will select something random in here. Let's say that we have a product like this. And we made no sales on it, even though this one makes a lot of sales, but I'm just giving an example. If this specific product is not making any sales, you shouldn't focus on it. Usually, if you spend like $10 on ads on a specific product and you make no sales for it, usually that means that specific product won't do any good. So you should stop wasting money on a product. If you spend $10 or more and you made no sales at all, you should stop advertising that product. That's how simple it is. If a product is good and has the potential of becoming a bestseller, it will make sales within your first few dollars that you spent. So if you spend $10, you made no sales, just stop wasting your time and energy on their product and move on. Tip number 5, find the right supplier. So if you're going to sell a product on Etsy, for example, and you want to buy stock from a supplier, you want to buy, for example, 100 units of something, and you want to sell them on Etsy, make sure to search for multiple suppliers. Why am I saying this? Because some suppliers will give you a better price. Some suppliers will give you the option to negotiate if you buy a lot. And this matters a lot to you. You will lose a lot of money if you're just going for the best option or the most popular option out there in the market just because everyone says so. And you will find out that you will lose money actually because there is a better option out there. So I'll just give you the example in my case. So I sold t-shirts, right? The company that I used in my first year was this one, Printful. And this was a shirt, right? This is the most popular shirt that is being sold on Etsy. And look at the price. This is the price without shipping. Keep in mind. Now, I found another company that offers the same t-shirt, pretty much the same printing quality. And look at the price here. So this company has multiple suppliers. So we can just choose whatever we want from here. We have multiple options. But look at the price. So it's $8.5, right? Plus shipping. The difference is huge. So it is more than $4. So it is the exact same shirt, just so you know. It is more than $4. Imagine that you make 5,000 sales. Multiply that by 4. It's more than 4, but let's multiply it by 4. You're losing $20,000 by using this supplier instead of this one. So that's why I'm saying that this is extremely important. You lose a lot of money in the long run if you're going blindly into this. Always search for multiple options. Choose the best option, and this will help you a lot. Tip number 6, respect your customers. I just opened the demo store in here. So we will just assume a situation so you know exactly how to act in this situation. There will be times when your customers would leave bad reviews, pretty much for no reason. I had this happen with one of my digital stores. I sold the design to a specific customer and they couldn't download the design. This is an Etsy issue, a server issue. It happens once in a while. And what you can do is just send them the design via email. So that's the option. There will be times when these customers won't contact you at all and they will just leave a bad review. And that's pretty much what they will do. In this situation, you can just contact that specific customer, ask them what went wrong, help them out, and after you help them out, be sure to type a message like this. So I already made a template. So you can just make a coupon code and give them a coupon code afterwards. So I wrote, thank you for your purchase. I hope everything worked out well for you in the end. As a gift, here is a 10% off coupon code. You input the coupon code that you make in your store. You can use this coupon code on any of your future orders. Have a wonderful week. So in this situation, they will feel probably guilty in the end and they will buy from you in the future. There is a chance to do so. Some of them won't, some of them will, but it is your duty as a business owner to act professional. So always do this. When an issue like this will arise, just proceed with caution and be professional because they will pretty much tell this to their friends and so on, and word of mouth is king. And it is always best to be professional. So you will just go into marketing, sales and discounts, create a promo code, and you will make your coupon in here for this specific situation, for example. And you will make it for a longer period of time so they can use this whenever they want. For example, in here you'll input the coupon code that you want. You will make it. Select the specific products that you want to apply this coupon code to, and only the specific customers that have this coupon code will be able to get the discount. So that's how you proceed in this situation. Always respond to your customers, no matter what they ask. Do not ignore your customers because this matters a lot. You must keep your reputation and have a 5-star average rating for your store. This will increase your sales, obviously, because it gives credibility. So keep in mind, always respect your customers and answer on time and treat them well. Tip number 7, prepare in advance for holidays. So when it comes to preparing for a holiday, let's say that in a month from now, we will have Halloween, right? If you have Halloween designs in your store, you should already make a sale for your store, let's say a 10% off sale, but always make sure that you're getting the same profit. So we all know that these sales are just for aesthetics. That's how marketing works. But in the end, we make the same profit. So we adjust the prices. You will also have to change your announcement. So I can just click on Edit Shop in here and change this to, let's say, 10% off Halloween sale. You can grab anything at a discount. So you can just type something simple. It doesn't matter. Just make the announcement because everyone that follows your specific store will be announced, will get a message, a notification for it. So they will know that you have a sale. Also, the new customers that will get into your store will see this, that you have a sale. So always do this at least 1 month before the actual holiday and start marketing. So you go into Etsy ads. In here, you'll go to manage your budget, at least $10 a day. You will have to select at least $10 a day. Manage advertised listings in here, and you will select the products that fit the specific holiday that is coming next. So 1 month prior to a holiday, you should always start marketing. You should make a sale for your store. So a 10% off sale, whatever period you want to cover. So you will go into marketing, sales and discounts, run a sale, percentage off, you input here 10% or whatever percent you want, but just make sure that you make the same profit, right? So you don't want to run a 10% off sale without adjusting your prices. Make sure you have the same profit margin. So increase your prices and then apply the discount. You can do that. Select the duration of the sale name, and select the products, and that's pretty much it. But just make sure that you prepare in advance, because this will help you with SEO. You will get traffic prior to the holiday by running Etsy ads. You will increase the ranking of the product, because you'll get traffic before the actual holiday, and you will also make sales through organic traffic and also through ads. So this will help you both ways. Tip number 8, income variation. You should know that the best time of the year to make sales are the last 3 months, the last quarter, which are October, November, and December. We have a lot of good holidays in here, and we have Christmas, which is the most important one. So, if you just scroll in this article, you will see this chart, and you will see that in the last quarter, there is always a spike in sales, then it drops, a spike, it drops, a spike, it drops again. So, it is totally normal if you are making a lot of sales in the last quarter, and you're making way lower sales throughout the year. But there is a way to counter this. You must add products that fit each specific holiday. So, for example, if we sold t-shirts, you must have, like this store has, t-shirts for every occasion throughout the year. So we have t-shirts that are in evergreen niches, like pregnancy, because it happens all the time. We have birthday shirts, summer, and here we have the holidays. We have Valentine's Day, St. Patrick, Easter, 4th of July, and so on. So it is best to add products or designs or t-shirts or whatever you're selling for each specific holiday, so you have a chance of making sales throughout the year as well, and not only in the last quarter. This is the best way to do it. Tip number 9, never stop the ball rolling. Once you start your Etsy store and you start making sales, be sure to always keep improving your store. So, if you have like 50 products or 100 products and you're making sales, you're pleased, I understand, but you must keep in mind that if you have a bestseller that is doing well right now, for example, that bestseller might not sell well in the future. So the sales will decline. If you have a new design, it will peak, and at some point that design won't sell well anymore. So you have to add another bestseller to make up for it, so you have to add more products. That's why I always recommend adding more products to your store on a daily basis, or at least be consistent and add something new every week. That is really important for your store, because your store will get massive in a year. You can look at this store, for example, it has 800 designs. So that is a lot, 800 products, same thing. That is a lot. That's why you should add as many products as possible if it is easy for you to add those. If you're making handmade products, for example, I totally understand. You can add like 1 product a week or 2 products per week, new products, I mean. That's totally okay. But if you have an easy business model like this one, always work on your store and grow your store, add a few a day, and you will have a huge store over time. So this is my recommendation. Always work on your store and always keep improving your store. Tip number 10, and the last one, we will talk about shipping. Now, it is very important that you do not overcharge for shipping. Your customers are used to paying the same shipping price for the same product type. So if they buy a t-shirt, they are used to paying $4 to $5 for the shipping. Do not overcharge it. Do not ask $8 for shipping. That's too much. So always stick with the average shipping prices. Check your competition. So for example, this t-shirt, it should be like $4, and it is $4. This is the average shipping price for t-shirts. For example, for hoodies, it is $9. So always do this. Stick with the average shipping prices. Your customers are used to those. If you charge more, you might lose the sale. So do not do that. If you want, increase your product's price, but don't increase the shipping price. Something else, you can also do free shipping if you want. So you can include the shipping price in the product price and make up for it. That works. It is a common practice. So you have this option as well. So these were my 10 tips. Please keep them in mind and they will be useful to you.